Most people think Costco's beauty aisle is just tubs of moisturizer, and they walk right past the most interesting part of it. Because tucked in among the creams and the cleansers, Costco quietly stocks the tools, the gadgets, the strange little devices that promise to lift, depuff, and sculpt your face, and those, even more than the creams, are the things that appear one month and are simply gone the next. Costco's beauty section is a rotating door, some of it seasonal, most of it limited buys that vanish the moment they sell through. And right now, in August of 2026, that aisle is loaded with a handful of genuinely worth it products and a whole shelf of curious face tools that will not be there for long. Some of those tools are genuinely brilliant and cost almost nothing. A couple are worth it only if you will truly use them, and a few, as you will see, are ones I want you to actively avoid. So here is how we are doing this. First, 10 skincare items at Costco right now that you should grab before they disappear, a few trusted creams, and then all the weird, wonderful tools people always ask me about. Then, 5 things on those same shelves, including a couple of the more dangerous gadgets that you should walk straight past. Let us start grabbing, because the good ones move fast. And one habit worth building before we even begin: check the beauty section on every single Costco run, not just the trips you plan around it, because these tools and finds are almost never announced. They simply appear between the vitamins and the paper towels and are gone before most people even notice they were there. Number 1, and the most time-sensitive grab of all, is the seasonal sunscreen deal in Costco's summer coupon book, the Neutrogena, the Coppertone, the Kirkland Signature, at per-ounce prices that dramatically undercut the drugstore. I am putting it first because it matters more than everything else combined, and because the window is closing. Sunscreen is, measurably, the single most powerful anti-aging product that exists. Up to 90% of the lines, spots, and sagging on your face come from the sun, not from age, which means daily sunscreen does more to keep skin looking young than every cream and every gadget in this entire video. We are in August, the summer coupon cycle is ending, and once it does, those specific savings go with it. So stock up now, buy what you will use before it expires, and understand that a cheap sunscreen you actually wear every morning is worth more than the fanciest device you could put in your cart today. Wear it as the last step of your morning routine. Use more than you think you need, and do not save it only for sunny beach days, because the damage that ages your face happens on ordinary ones. Driving the car, sitting by a window, walking to the mailbox, which is exactly why the women with the loveliest skin at 70 are simply the ones who wore it every single morning of their lives. Number 2 is the rotating marked down luxury cream, the SK2, the La Mer, the Estee Lauder, the famous jars that appear on Costco's shelves at member prices genuinely below Sephora and the department stores. Of everything in this video, these vanish the fastest and most unpredictably. The jar that is here this month is very often simply gone the next, with no warning and no restock. I am not telling you that you need $300 skincare, because you honestly do not. But if there is a famous cream you have wondered about for years, Costco is the smartest, lowest risk place to finally try it, because you are paying meaningfully less than full retail. Just buy it with clear eyes, as a lovely little indulgence rather than a miracle, the way you would a fine bottle of wine, and never let the discount convince you it does something your basics could not. If you have always been curious about one of these famous jars, this is genuinely the moment, because at the marked down warehouse price, you get to satisfy that curiosity for far less than the counter would ever charge. And you can decide for yourself whether the lovely texture is worth it to you, with your eyes fully open about what you are really paying for. Number 3 is the everyday anti-aging workhorse that quietly outperforms its price, the Olay Regenerist and Pro Advanced sets, or the ROC Retinol Correction line, both of which Costco carries in value sizes that rotate through the aisle. Olay has been the trusted anti-aging moisturizer in bathrooms for generations, built around niacinamide and peptides that hydrate, plump, and soften the look of fine lines. And ROC puts genuine retinol, the single most proven anti-aging ingredient there is, into a plain, affordable, no-nonsense package. Between them, you have your morning hydration and your evening treatment, both from trusted names, both at a fraction of the boutique price. Start the retinol slowly, just 2 or 3 nights a week. Always follow with moisturizer and sunscreen the next day, and these two quietly do the real anti-aging work that the exciting gadgets only pretend to. Give both of them a few weeks of consistent use before you judge them, because good skincare works quietly and cumulatively rather than overnight, and the woman who uses a plain, proven cream every night for a year will out-age the woman chasing a new miracle every month, every single time. Now let us get to the fun part, the tools, because this is what you really came for, and Costco's selection of them is better and cheaper than almost anywhere. Number 4 is the humble facial roller, the smooth jade or rose quartz roller that looks like a tiny paint roller for your face. Here is what it genuinely does, no exaggeration. Rolled over the skin, especially when chilled in the fridge first, it depuffs a swollen morning face, encourages lymphatic drainage to reduce that fluid-filled look, boosts circulation for a natural flush, and helps your serums and creams press in. It is gentle enough for absolutely everyone, including the most sensitive skin, since all it is really doing is a soft, cool massage. It will not melt fat, shrink your bones, or permanently lift anything, and anyone who promises you that is simply lying to sell a stone, but as a 2-minute, deeply pleasant way to take a tired, puffy face and make it look fresher and more awake. It genuinely works, and at a Costco price, it is one of the nicest small luxuries in the store. Keep it in the fridge so it is always cold and ready. Roll it upward and outward across your face for a minute or 2 in the morning, and it becomes a genuinely pleasant little ritual that also happens to make your tired face look brighter and more awake before you have even had your coffee. Number 5 is the gua sha, the flat, curved stone, often carved from jade or rose quartz, that has become the darling of the skincare world, and it is the roller's more powerful, more hands-on cousin. Where the roller depuffs, the gua sha, scraped gently along the jaw, the cheekbones, and the neck, gives a deeper lymphatic massage that can visibly sculpt and depuff the lower face and release the tension we all carry in our jaw. The single most important rule, and please hear me, is that you must use it over a facial oil or serum so it glides, never dragging it across bare skin, and you always sweep upward and outward with gentle pressure. Done right, a few minutes of gua sha gives a genuinely lifted, sculpted, more defined look for hours, which is exactly why people reach for it before an event, and Costco often carries the stones in sets for less than a single one costs at a beauty boutique. A little tip most people miss. Chill the stone in the fridge alongside your roller, because a cold gua sha depuffs even more effectively, and keep the movement slow and gentle rather than aggressive, since the goal is to coax the fluid away, not to bruise or drag the skin, and gentleness is what gives you that clean, lifted look without any redness. Number 6 is the ice roller, and this might be my favorite strange little tool of all. It is a roller with a head you keep in the freezer, and gliding that intense cold over your face does several wonderful things at once. It instantly depuffs the whole face, temporarily tightens the skin and shrinks the look of pores, calms redness and irritation, and wakes up dull, tired skin in about a minute. It is the single best thing to do right before you apply makeup, because that cold, tightened, smooth canvas makes everything sit better and last longer. The wealthy rediscover this every few years and sell it back to you as a $200 machine. But the truth is, a simple ice roller from Costco does the very same job for a tiny fraction of the price. It is also wonderful for calming a hot, flushed, or irritated face, for soothing a headache along the temples, and for that instant wake up on a groggy morning. And because there is nothing to charge and nothing to break, it is the one gadget that will still be working perfectly 10 years from now. Number 7 is a facial cleansing brush, the gentle spinning or vibrating brush that gives you a deeper, more thorough cleanse than your hands alone. Used correctly, it lifts away the day's makeup, sunscreen, and grime more completely, leaving skin genuinely cleaner and smoother, and it can make everything you apply afterward absorb a little better. But this is the one tool on the grab list that comes with a real caution, so listen closely. It is easy to overdo, and using a brush too often or pressing too hard is a fast way to irritate and over-exfoliate your skin, especially as it gets more delicate with age. So use it gently, a few times a week at most rather than daily. Replace the brush head regularly so it stays clean, and if your skin is sensitive, treat it as an occasional treat, not an everyday tool. Think of it as a once or twice a week deep clean rather than a daily habit. And always be gentler than you think you need to be, because with cleansing brushes, less pressure and less frequency almost always gives better skin than more. Number 8 is a facial steamer, the little device that produces a warm, gentle stream of steam for an at-home spa experience. Leaning your face over that soft steam for a few minutes opens and softens everything, loosens the debris in your pores, boosts circulation, and leaves your skin dewy, relaxed, and ready to drink in whatever you apply next. It is the closest thing to a professional facial you can do in your own bathroom. And honestly, for anyone who finds their routine a bit of a chore, it is the one tool that turns it into something you genuinely look forward to. Keep your face a sensible distance from the steamer so you never overheat the skin. Use it about once a week rather than every day, because too much steam can leave skin dehydrated, and follow it with your serum and moisturizer while the skin is soft and receptive. It is also one of the loveliest ways to unwind at the end of a long day, and pairing it with a few minutes of quiet or a gua sha massage right afterward while the skin is warm and soft turns an ordinary evening into something that genuinely feels like a spa for the price of a little tap water. Number 9 is where the tools get high-tech, the LED light therapy mask, the futuristic-looking mask that bathes your face in red light, and Costco has been bringing these buzzy devices in at prices well below what the beauty brands charge. Now let me be honest and precise, because this is where hype and reality need separating. Red light therapy does have genuine science behind it for gently supporting collagen and calming the skin, so this is a real tool, not a gimmick. But, and this matters, the results are gradual and completely dependent on consistent use, meaning several sessions a week for many weeks before you see a subtle difference. So this is a grab only if you are the kind of person who will genuinely put it on a few times a week and stick with it, because a serious device used consistently can help, while a serious device that lives in a drawer after 2 weeks is just expensive plastic. So before you buy, picture your real evenings honestly, and if you know yourself to be someone who follows through on a routine, a marked down mask from Costco is a genuinely good way to own a real red light device for far less than the brands charge. If you know you will lose interest, save your money for the sunscreen instead. Number 10 is the microcurrent toning device, the handheld gadget that sends a gentle, low-level electrical current through the skin to stimulate the facial muscles. And Costco often features these at a steep markdown from their usual eye-watering price. These devices normally sell for a genuinely shocking amount of money, which is exactly why seeing one marked down at a warehouse turns heads. Used regularly, microcurrent can give a real visible lift and toning to the face, a firmer, more sculpted look, which is exactly why it has such a devoted following. You have almost certainly seen it demonstrated, one half of a face lifted and the other half not, and the effect in that moment is real. But the honesty you deserve is this: the results are temporary and demand ongoing, frequent use to maintain, so the moment you stop, the effect fades. It is a genuine tool with a genuine effect, but it is a commitment, not a one-time fix. So grab it only if a marked down price finally makes that commitment worth it to you, and be brutally honest with yourself about whether you will actually keep it up. If you do commit to it, use it with the recommended gel and glide it in upward motions a few times a week, and you can genuinely maintain a firmer, more toned look over time, but treat it like exercise for your face, because the moment you stop showing up, the results quietly fade, exactly the way they would if you stopped going to the gym. Now let me shift completely, because a smart shopper is defined as much by what they refuse to buy as by what they grab. And Costco's beauty aisle, for all its treasures, carries a few things you should walk right past, including a couple of tools that can genuinely hurt you. Here are 5 to avoid, and I will tell you exactly why and what to do instead. None of this is about shaming anyone for what they own. It is about keeping your money and your skin safe, because with tools especially, the wrong buy does not just waste money, it can actually set your skin back. Avoid number 1, and this is the most important warning in the entire video: the at-home micro needling roller. The derma roller covered in tiny needles that promises to puncture your skin into producing collagen. Please do not buy this to use on yourself at home. Professional microneedling is done in a sterile clinical setting for a reason, because you are deliberately creating hundreds of tiny wounds in your skin, and at home, with imperfect cleaning and untrained hands, that is a genuine route to infection, irritation, and even scarring, which is the exact opposite of what you wanted. The reward does not come close to justifying the risk. If you want the collagen-building benefits safely, that is what your retinol from the grab list is for, patiently over time, with no needles and no danger. There is a reason the professionals who do this wear gloves, work in a sterile room, and charge accordingly, and trying to replicate that over your bathroom sink is simply not worth risking your skin over. Avoid number 2 is the pore vacuum, the little suction device that promises to suck the blackheads and gunk right out of your pores. It looks satisfying in the videos, and that is the whole trap, because in real life these devices very easily cause bruising, broken capillaries, and those telltale round red marks, especially on the delicate, thinner skin we get with age, and they do essentially nothing to genuinely shrink your pores. You risk visible damage to your skin in exchange for a mostly cosmetic, temporary result. Skip it entirely, and if congestion is your concern, a gentle chemical exfoliant used carefully does far more safely than any vacuum ever will. The satisfying videos are edited and performed by people who often end up with the very bruises they do not show you, so do not let a few seconds of dramatic footage tempt you into damaging the delicate skin on your own face. Avoid number 3 is the harsh microdermabrasion or aggressive exfoliating gadget, the crystal and suction or heavy spinning tools that promise to sand your skin smooth. The problem is right there in the promise, because these tools over-exfoliate, and over-exfoliation is one of the fastest ways to strip and wreck your skin barrier, leaving skin red, raw, sensitized, and, ironically, looking older rather than younger. This is especially risky for mature skin, which is already thinner and drier and simply cannot take that kind of repeated aggression. Real, gentle, gradual exfoliation from a mild product does everything these harsh gadgets promise, without the damage, so leave the sanding machine on the shelf. Your skin renews itself beautifully on its own with just a little gentle help, and forcing that process with a harsh machine only sets it back, leaving you with more redness and sensitivity than you started with. Avoid number 4 is the beauty from within supplements dressed up as skincare, the collagen powders, the beauty multivitamins, the glow pills, which dermatologists reviewing Costco specifically flag as a skip. The marketing wants you to believe swallowing collagen sails straight to your face, and the honest science is far messier and far less impressive than the beautiful label suggests. Your money does dramatically more applied topically, as sunscreen and retinol and moisturizer, than swallowed as an expensive powder. A genuine glow comes from protected, hydrated, well-rested skin, never from a capsule, so put that money into the sunscreen from the grab list instead. A genuine multivitamin has its place if your diet truly needs one, but that is a health decision to make about your overall nutrition, not a beauty purchase to make from a glossy jar promising a glow it simply cannot deliver. Avoid number 5 is the celebrity-founded and pay-for-the-name serums, the ones whose whole story is a famous face and a romantic-sounding secret blend, rather than a proven ingredient you can actually read on the label. You are paying a large premium for marketing and a name, not for a formula that beats a good affordable one. The quickest test at the shelf is simple. Read the front of the box, and if the entire pitch is a person and a mysterious blend with no recognizable active ingredient in sight, that is marketing pricing, and your skin has never once responded to a founder's name. A plain, proven retinol or vitamin C will always do more for far less. Once you learn to read past the beautiful story on the front of the box and look for the actual ingredient on the back, half the expensive shelf loses its power over you instantly, and you will never overpay for a pretty name again. So that is your full map of the Costco beauty aisle this August. 10 things worth moving on quickly, 3 trusted products and 7 tools, and 5 things worth ignoring completely, 2 of which can actually harm you. But before you rush out, let me give you the honest context that makes all of this genuinely useful. When I say these grab-it items will not last, I mean it literally, not as a fake urgency trick, because Costco's beauty inventory really does rotate, the seasonal deals really do end, and the tools and luxury finds really do appear and vanish on their own strange schedule. It also means what is on the shelf varies by warehouse and region. So treat this as a guide to the kinds of things worth grabbing and skipping, not a promise of exactly what will be in your particular store on any given day. And here's the thing I most want you to hold on to, because it protects you from the biggest trap of all. Every single tool in this video, the roller, the gua sha, the ice roller, the steamer, even the fancy light mask and the microcurrent device, whether it costs $8 or $200, does one honest category of thing. It depuffs, it soothes, it temporarily tightens, it relaxes. It gives you a lovely, refreshed, more sculpted face for a few hours, or, with the powered ones and real consistency, a modest, gradual boost. Not a single one of them, at any price, cheap or expensive, is doing what your sunscreen and your retinol and your gentle basics are doing, which is actually changing how your skin ages over the years. The tools are the enjoyable extras. The creams and the sunscreen are the engine. If you only ever remember one line from me, let it be that. Buy the tool if it delights you and you will use it, but never let a gadget replace the boring, cheap, proven habits that are the only things that truly last. So go this week or as early as possible if you can, because by the time the leaves turn, half of this list will have quietly rotated into something else, and that summer sunscreen deal will simply be gone. Grab the sunscreen above all. Treat yourself to a chilled roller or a gua sha for those puffy mornings. Try the light mask or the microcurrent only if you will genuinely stick with it and walk right past the needles, the vacuum, the sanding gadgets, the pills, and the famous names. Do that, and you will leave with a cart full of things that actually earn their place, a fresher face, and a good deal more money than the person who fell for the shiny box, all before the warehouse talks you into a kayak and a year of paper towels you never came in for. That, honestly, is the whole art of shopping this aisle. Take the handful of things that genuinely earn their place, enjoy the couple of little tools that make your routine feel like a treat, and leave everything else, however shiny, exactly where you found it.